Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit, where I will tune in through mediumship or channeling and see who's here and what the message is. So, if you're new to my channel, first of all, thank you so much for checking it out. If the message comes through in mediumship, I will have my eyes open like I do right now, and I'll just be interpreting whatever I see, hear, or feel to you. If it is channeling, I will keep my eyes closed, and it's just like a deeper merge of energy together, and it helps me when I have my eyes closed. So that's about it. I'm just going to tune in and jump in and see who's here. So just hold on one moment. Okay, this is going to be mediumship. This is also coming through from my council, which is kind of like all of the guides. Couple things that they're mentioning. Sorry, they're still mentioning. So first thing they wanted to say is reinforcing the idea that they are your constant companions. That even when there's times when we think they're not around or it's not happening, they are your constant companions. They are constantly listening to you, both in the words that you speak and the thoughts that you think, but also in the energy. Like they're listening to your energy and they're interpreting and responding based on your energy, which is why energy can't lie. And what's interesting here is they're like, this is why sometimes the words that you speak do not match the energy in which you are. And that doesn't mean, they're wanting to be really clear here. It's not about like, say you feel really nervous, but the words you're speaking are you're trying to encourage yourself to do something. That's different. What they're emphasizing with the energy doesn't lie is when you are trying to convince yourself of a truth that really isn't true, like convincing yourself that you're not worthy, convincing yourself that you don't matter, convincing yourself that you can't accomplish something. They're saying there's an energetic resonance within each and every one of us that emits a truth. It's like a truth frequency or a heartbeat of truth. It is constant. And when our words don't match that is when there's like disharmonies and blocks and things we can't quite figure out. When our words do match that, I can, I will, I am worthy, in whichever way that aligns for you. So again, general message, when they do match, the universe can respond so much more. Your spirit guides can respond so much more. Now, part 2 of this message is in their responses, they're really emphasizing messages in 3s. I know I've brought this up recently, but they're bringing it up again. There's so much value in messages brought in 3s because it gives our minds mostly the time to take in the reality of it, right? So we see something one time and we're like, ooh, that's an interesting coincidence. We see it a second time, we're like, okay, there might be something to this. We see it a third time, and the third time really brings it together, and we can be like, okay, I know what's going on, or I know what my action point is here, and then we can move through it. So they're saying, please do pay attention to the messages in 3s, especially during this eclipse energy, where the universe is acting a lot in our favor. Pay attention to the messages in 3s. They're saying the messages will be very forthcoming. They're also saying, oh, this is really interesting. They're also saying, notice the ratio in messages. And so I paused for a minute. I'm like, what do you mean by the ratio? And what they showed me is, if you find that, okay, sorry. Sometimes this happens when they're still talking. If you find that every single place that you look at is a message, like this is a message, and you look this way, this is a message, and this is a message, and this is a message, sometimes that is too many messages at one time, too many things. Therefore, there's not the specificity in it. They're saying, notice the messages that really stand out, meaning that would be lesser messages, like less messages, more specificity. So instead of seeing a message, say you walk from your car into your house, and from your car into your house, and I'm going to completely over exaggerate this, you see 20 different messages from Spirit in every bird, butterfly, rock, stone, whatever it may be. They're saying those aren't the ones that we're talking about. They're saying the ones that, one day you see a ladybug. The next day someone gives you a card with a ladybug. And then maybe 2 days later you find a ladybug on your pillow, right? Like the ones that have a more specificity and not inundated everywhere. So what I want to say, what's really interesting is I can understand how they're trying to explain it, but I also want to try and explain it from this human perspective is there are messages in so many different things if we wish to see it. But what Spirit is really recommending is to pay attention to the ones that catch you by surprise, the ones that are so bold and in your face, they really stand out. And the ones that are very unique in nature, not the ones that, you hear those birds every morning. It's not that. It's the ones that bring a surprise to you, that catch you off guard, like I said. That's the kind of messaging they're talking about. And they're saying another big part of this messaging is really to help instill within you this belief in self. Again, this is so important, and this is one of the themes of this Eclipse Gateway is believing in yourself, believing in your untapped potential, and believing in your ability to create a different frequency that reverberates into the world around you by being your authentic self, that you matter. And again, I know I say that a lot, but they just keep bringing that through. It's so important that we really embody that this year, especially in this energy right now, because they're saying it helps us hugely in becoming co-creators of our reality. Amazing. And the last thing they're saying, they're like, and to bring this all together and keep your energy grounded, they're saying get connected with nature, which I know we've had come up a lot. So get connected with nature, root into the energy of the earth, go hug a tree, go touch a tree, go walk in the forest or walk by the water's edge or spend time in a park. If the weather is good, put your feet in the grass or the dirt or the sand. Connect into nature, and it'll really help to ground and recalibrate your frequencies as we move through this Eclipse Gateway. So I will leave that with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me as always. I appreciate it so much. Your comments, your kindness, it goes a long way. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.